All right, this is going to be part 2, and we're going to put the bottom of the box together, okay? I was just going to show you, I just used my paper trimmer here to cut my 1-inch strips, and I'm actually going to need a few more, so I thought, well, I'll just share how I cut them. Let's close this up for just a sec. Line that up, drop it down, cut it away. You're probably going to end up needing about 15 or 16 strips total, okay? All right, once you've cut your strips, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to score them halfway. So if you put it in your scoreboard, you're going to score at 1/2 inch. And you're going to do that with all of your strips. All right. There we go. And I fold toward the part that created the little bubble. I don't know why I do, I just do. And you're just going to fold them. It doesn't matter if they're 100% perfectly straight, because you're going to cover most of them with whatever paper you decided to use on your box. All right? Give a peek, make sure we're still recording. My camera is just Fit City. Okay, then what you're going to do once you have these, all right, you're going to have them like, so they're like little V's, just in a stack. And you're going to use these. And what I've done some pre-work to save us a little time. You're going to, if you leave them folded and you put them in your cutter, wrong way, Becky. All right, you're going to cut 4 pieces 6 1/8. Okay, cut 4 at 6 1/8, and it works better if you go toward it. Don't throw these away, because after you cut 4 at 6 1/8, you're going to take these scraps and you're going to cut them down to 2 inches. Okay, so you'll end up with 4 at 6 1/8 and 4 at 2 inches. All right, then you're going to cut 4 more, but you're going to cut them at 5 7/8. These will be your inside strips. So cut 4 at 5 7/8, and cut 4 with the scraps from the cutting the 4 at 5 7/8. Cut 4 at 1 7/8. Okay. All right. I'm going to sit down in this chair and hope that I'm still. Make sure I'm right there. Okay. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your 4 strips that are at 6 1/8. Okay. And all we're going to do is we're going to put glue only on the part that'll be on the bottom. And you're going to put this on here, line up your edges, and we're going to just glue that one. And then we'll put this one on and glue it straight to the bottom. Make sure your edges meet up. And you do that all the way around. So let's do that real quick. And I'm using Scotch Quick Grab because I really like it a lot, because it works great for this. Didn't mean to get that on there. You can wipe it on there. It won't hurt a thing. We're going to get this on here. You want to make sure your fold runs right on the edge of the bottom of this. All right. And then you grab another slip. And we're going to put some glue just on the bottom, the part that'll be on the bottom. Okay. And we're going to glue that on. Making sure you're even And the fold that you put in the paper is right on the edge of there. All right. Go ahead and put some glue, again, right on the bottom part here. Don't put it on this part that goes up, only on the bottom. All right, making sure they're matching here. And go ahead and glue that all the way down and see how that looks on the bottom now. All right, and one more piece like that. Only on the bottom. And what this does is it creates your foundation for the next step. Okay? Now, all right. So there you go. You got a little, it almost looks like a little box just sitting there, right? Okay, now, this is the part where you need to be careful. We're going to start with one of your pieces that are 6 1/8 by 2. I'm going to peek and make sure I'm still recording, and I just kicked the tripod, so yay, we are. Okay, now, what we're going to do is going to put along one of the long edges, just put you a small bead of glue all the way down through, okay? Then just a little bit along this edge, okay? Don't go too far up because it's got to be behind this paper. Then take it and go on the edge. Make sure you're meeting your corner. And just hold it there for just a second. And then there you go. You've got your first side attached. And I just kind of smush that strip on the outside here. Get it all down, okay? There you go. Now, you don't want to glue your other side that's the 6 1/8, okay? You don't want to do this one. You want to take one of the ones that's going to run down one of these sides here. And that's the 5 7/8 by 2. All right, you're going to do the same thing. Sorry, I'm losing my voice all of a sudden. And put a little bead of glue there. And then just a little bit here. And don't worry about the writing. It'll all be covered up when we're done. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing. Oh, almost forgot. You need to, when you're adding your sides, put just a little bit of glue here too. So along this side, the bottom, and then on the back. You're going to stick that in there. Okay. Oh, I hope I'm not going to come up short. Okay. Oh, we'll make it work. Okay. Now, this is where your little 2-inch strips comes in handy because that's not as stable as I would like. So grab one of the little 2-inch strips and you are going to put glue on both sides. Just don't have to be real thick, just so you have some glue on the inside. Then you're going to come to your corner and you're just going to plop it on there. Hold it there for just a second. It'll grab it. Okay. And the reason I'm making these like this is this makes it really stable. Now this wasn't my idea with the strips. This was Jim the Gentleman Crafter. I learned it from him a long time ago. Alright, so I'm not stealing anybody's idea. Yeah, I'm just sharing it with y'all. Alright, I gave him credit. Nobody fuss at me. Alright. And Jim, thank you very much, because this works a lot. All right, we're going to go ahead and attach our other side over here, which is the 5 7/8 by 2. We're going to put glue down one edge here, down along the bottom, and then a little bit up this side, okay? You always want to make sure, though, that the glue is going on the side that's going to hit this piece along the bottom, and on the outside, what'll be the outside of the box here. And a little bit here. All right. I'm going to plop that in there just like so. All right, get another one of your 2-inch strips, and you're going to just put your glue, if I can see if it's going, there we go. Put the glue on either side. All right, now we will attach the other 6 1/8 by 2 inch, okay? And what we're going to do on this one is you're going to put a little glue here and here along the bottom and down this edge here, okay? Because we're actually gluing the ends of these to the back of this. So there's a little teeny bit of glue here and here. Hopefully I'm in frame. I'm sorry I got off frame there a little bit in that last one when I was talking about the overhang of the top of the boxes. But you'll see what I was talking about when we get to that part. Alright, so glue down the back side so it's toward the inside, along the bottom, and then toward the outside toward your strip. We're just going to slide that down in there. And hopefully it'll all meet up perfect and not give me a hard time. Okay. Go ahead and get your 2-inch strips for these corners. And put them on that corner there. Making sure it's all glued down. And then we're going to put another little folded piece on this edge. Okay, there's the bottom. Now, those strips I had you cut at 5 7/8. On the outside of the box, we put the glue on the inside here, right? Well, on the inside of the box, we're going to put the glue on the outside portion. So pretend it's a roof, and you're putting the glue on here, okay? Because that's going to slide down in and go in the corners at the bottom. All right, so let's do that real quick. All right. You might get glue on your hands doing this, but it's okay. Now when you're doing the inside, you might want to get one of your, like this little funny Martha Stewart scoring tool, and just smooth it all out on the inside, like so. And we'll do just like we did on the outside, we'll just keep going around and around. We'll put our corner pieces in last. You can turn it on its side so you can push that side down like that. All right. Then we're going to do that again. Just keep turning the box. Put some glue on your roof. So when you're doing it on the inside, it's on the roof. When it's done on the outside, you put the glue in the valley, okay? Trying to make up some funny words so you'll remember how it goes. Not sure how funny that was, but I'll let y'all decide. All right, there's that. I'm probably gonna have to clean this this score tool off because I think I'm getting glue all over it, but it's all right. It all cleans up with some little bit of water. All right. See, this way I might can include a few little surprises for Ivy's mom too in the box. We'll see. All right. We're going to put that in there like this. Get our little score tool so we can smooth it all out nice and smooth. That really helps a lot using that score tool to press it. Press it? I'm making up words now. Press it flat. All right. Now, here's our little shorty pieces. And before I put the glue on, I'm going to make sure I told you all right. Yep, 1 7/8. And I'm going to go ahead and lay it on its side because it'll make it just a little bit easier to get them in there. Just push it in the corner. And I'm going to go ahead and then turn it and then squish it this way. All right. See there, now you got a corner in there and it's all, and this makes it really sturdy. Put it on your roof because we're on the inside of the box. I don't know, do y'all need, I don't know if you need me to show you how to do the top, because basically you're going to put it together the same way. Just remember, you don't ever work opposing sides. Work on the sides that go around the corner. So like I said, put your width when you go to do your top. Your top is 6 3/8. Start with one of the pieces that measures 6 3/8 and get it put in place, and then do these sides here, and then do your opposite side last, okay? The top is put together exactly as this bottom, all right? And I don't think I'm going to do that on camera because it is exactly the same as doing this. Remember, glue goes on the roof. Alright, and I want to show you one more thing before I go and upload this portion. I'm just pushing this down and keeping it pushed into the corner as I'm smoothing it out, okay? One more. Stick that down in that corner like that. Push it into the corner and then smooth out the sides. Oops, sorry guys. Alright, so those are all nice and smooth. We've got the bottom of the box, but we've got this ugly edge, okay? I'm going to put the cap on the glue. I shouldn't be on this table with this. Scott will have a fit. So I want to show you how to deal with the little ugly edges now, all right? So let me make sure we're still taping here, filming or whatever you want to call it. We're going to get our cutter here, and we need a strip, actually probably 3 strips that are 1½ inches, okay? 1½ inches. Oh, that's not doing too good for me. 1½ 1½ and 1½. I think that'll give me enough. No, one more. Make it 4. and we don't have to worry about it. And what we could do is go ahead and cut them to the 6 1/8. I might do them all at once. Save us a few seconds. Just stack them up. Stick them in here. 6 1/8. And then go like that. Alright, then we're going to bring the scoreboard back. And this will be where we find out if I got too much glue on it. Alright. Come over a 1/2 inch and make a score line. Alright. Then go 1/8 from that and make another score line. So you're making a score line at 1/2, and then you're making one at 5/8. Do that on every single one. It's a 1/2 and 5/8. And I'm making a pretty decent score line because I want it to fold real smooth. Alright, so at a 1/2 and 5/8. One more. Alright, so at 1/2 and 5/8. You could probably do slightly narrower strips if you wanted to. I just find it's easier for me to manipulate something at this size. And we're going to fold on both of those lines. So go ahead and do that one. Open it up and see if you can't get... It's kind of hard to do both of them, but it can be done. Alright, so we're going to actually end up with a piece that has been scored and folded. So you end up with a piece that's about this wide, okay? What you're going to do with these, you've probably figured it out, right? You're going to put them over the edge. Now see, these are a little long. Sometimes the measuring in my brain doesn't work out, but that's okay. That's what scissors are for. Hang on, let me grab a pair of scissors. But if you're making by hand adjustments, do them very slowly so you don't waste paper or have to cut some more. See, that needed to be about 1/8 of an inch more trimmed away. I could probably put it back in the cutter and do it, but we'll see how good I am at it. Nope, not quite. So we'll just trim just a little bit. It's easier to cut just a little bit more off than it is to make up for going too far. Alright, just a tiny bit more. Alright, there you go. So some of my measurements might be just a little bit off, but it's easily remedied, okay? Now on this one, we want to make sure we're putting some glue right down the middle in the area that has been created with the 1/8. Come down this way a little bit, and then just on this edge. You don't have to put a ton of glue on here. So we're going to put paper over top of it. Alright, so that's how I've got the glue. Alright. And I try to put the skinny piece toward the inside. Okay, push that down on there, over the edge, smooth it out on the outside. Alright, there we go. Now, we'll do that fold again. Get this folded over. And get this one folded again on this other score line. Let's see here. Alright. before we stick glue on it, let's, okay, I've done this side. I'm going to turn the box and do this side. And again, I need to cut about that much off. Err on the side of caution so you don't go too far. Boy, I'm getting pretty good at these unmessing myself. Okay, straight down the middle with just a bead of glue. A little bit on each of the ends. A little bit along the long edges. Back down to the middle, up to the out, and down the long edge. Okay, put that on there. Alright, and I've turned it. We're going to score on these two lines again. Alright. You can see how I've created that, and I bet I'm going to have to trim some, but it's okay. All right, we've turned to the third side. We're going to put that over. This one I don't need to trim quite as much as I did the last one. Put that over there, see if that fits. That does. We're going to glue it up. Y'all are probably sick of watching me glue this at this point. Alright, right down the middle, like that, out to the edge, down along this long edge, and back toward the middle. Okay, we'll put that in. Guess we could use the thing to smooth it out a little bit if we wanted to. Alright, we got our final edge here, and we got one piece left. Woohoo! No extra parts. Alright, smooth that out. Oh, let's see here. Alright, so now we've got that little piece with a little, I guess you could call it a little gusset, a little 1/8 inch wide. Okay, we're going to dry fit it and see how much I need to trim away. What I'm doing is, as I'm putting this down, I run my thumb to the corner, and then that way I know I'm going to cut right there in front of my thumb. Like that. Okay, so we're going to put this on here. If it bothers you that there's still a little bit of cardboard showing right there, you can take some paint that's about this color and just dab that corners if it bothers you. It's not bothering me, so I'll probably just leave it just like that. This part of the box is not going to be seen all the time anyway, because the cover will be on. Alright, and we're going to put these on here. Alright, and I will do this on the top of the box as well, just to cover that corrugation. If I was using just chipboard instead of recycling, I would probably not worry about covering the edges, because I could just paint them. But to me, this way, everything that might show is going to be the same color. So that is the bottom of the box. I'm going